Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, thanks, Matt. Justin Verlander, former Cy Young Award winner. He's done just about everything you could do as a starting pitcher. At one time, might consistently 94 to 97 miles an hour. Really good overhand curveball. Has the slider, has the changeup. Usually you'll know if Justin Verlander is on early. If he gets through the first couple innings, 1, 2, 3, he's going to be tough to beat.
And a look now at the batting order for the visiting Milwaukee Brewers. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
You know, I think everyone should keep an eye on Christian Yelich. You can bet the opposition spent a decent amount of time crafting a game plan to stop this guy, because as he goes, so goes the team. You stop him, you've got a chance to win. You don't, you're probably going to lose.
And here's a ball hit in the air, but this will land out there just foul. One out, nobody on. Hit back up the middle. Correa comes up with it. Throw on the first, and Verlander's got it going here. 2 away. In now, Travis Shaw. He'll get to take his first. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. That was a curveball that never really broke, stayed high. Line toward the alley in left center. Gonzalez is there, and he'll make the catch to retire this. Zach Davies, a Washington-born right-hander, gets the starting assignment. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, thanks, Matt. Zach Davies coming on to pitch. Not a big, strong guy, but he's a control guy that pumps the strike zone full of strikes. 89 to 92 miles an hour with sink. Has a curveball, has the slider, and also the straight changeup. He needs all 4 of his pitches, not overpowering. You'll know if he's on early, he'll be throwing a lot of ground balls.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swung on in the dirt. Strike 3. Vote gathers, but the throw is late, and he's aboard after the strikeout. Hold on here, though. You can see the skipper heading out of the dugout now, so that very close, safe call might be challenged.
Here's another look at it now. I couldn't really tell when I saw it at full speed, and I'll tell you what, it's still not clear to me from a few more angles.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman, as he'll swing and lift a fly ball to right center. Kane on the move. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Time now for a quick look at the hometown Astros starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, you really have to appreciate what Jose Altuve brings to this team. This guy hit over 340 last year. An incredible season. I watched him one day take a ball to left field, then he took one to right field, then he took one back up the middle. He puts together so many hits and has such a great swing that there's no wonder he hits over 340.
The 1-0 home is swung on and missed, strike 1. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Matthew Ross.
Hey, D-Row, this is a pitcher's best friend. Matthew Ross, very wide strike zone.
Yeah, no excuses from the offense today. You know coming in when you see the lineup card and Matt Ross is behind the dish, you better be aggressive.
High in the air out to center field. Kane will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Astros go down 1-2-3. Still no score. Here's Ryan Braun now. He's assuming the role of DH in this interleague matchup.
Yeah, Matt, that's one of the funny things about National League teams playing in AL ballparks. All of a sudden, the lineup kind of changes dramatically. But the cool thing is it gets more guys a chance to get some at-bats or time in the field.
Verlander into his motion. Here's the 0-1. And, boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Hit out towards second. And that's through for a hit. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line them, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good two-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
1 ball, no strikes the count. Drilled to the right side. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Hey, 2 runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They are in prime position to put the first run on the board right here.
Into the box now, Domingo Santana. As Verlander jumps ahead of him here with strike 1. Braun on second. Thames at first with no outs. On a line, that's a base hit. No sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out. Absolutely scorched that base hit.
Worthy of some show track love, and as you see it, it came off the bat at 110 miles an hour. That's definitely squaring a ball up.
And this is low, ball 1. And a fastball in there for a strike, 1-1. So 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or are you still looking for the double play ball?
This is a great spot to be in as a pitcher. You have 2 strikes, you can bury one for a potential strikeout, and at worst, keep the ball down in the zone. You might be able to turn one pitch into an ending double play.
Hit hard to the right. The 2-2 one more time. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. The 2-2 one more time. He's offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3.
Time for a look at the Stros on base. And let's focus our attention on the guy behind the plate putting the digits down. That's Brian McCann. I don't think he gets enough staff, soft hands, and a nice throwing arm to second base. We already know.
And he's safe. So they get the out at first, but the run will score on the suicide squeeze. Something you don't see all that often anymore as the runner was breaking from third. The perfect suicide squeeze gets him a run. Here comes the first pitch. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
Hey, there's a ton of reasons I could give to you as to why this guy has been such a good pitcher in his career. But I think this is the biggest one. His ability to work out of nasty jams. 2 guys in scoring position right here. Interested to see how he works out of this.
Couldn't lay off that time, and it's 1-2. Second and third, 2 away. And when in doubt, he'll just step off and bluff that runner back to third. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. Hit on the ground to third. Bregman gloves it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Digging in now, Carlos Correa. He'll start us out here in the home half of the second.
Carlos Correa.
First pitch of the at-bat. First pitch of the inning misses here to the cleanup man. It's 1-0.
A great case of a manager sticking up for his pitcher right there and giving that umpire an earful. He didn't get that pitch called the way he wanted it to, but the manager's planting a seed in that umpire's mind to try to expand the strike zone so some of those borderline pitches start to go his pitcher's way.
3-0 to him now. Correa in front, 3 balls and a strike.
Pretty adamant about working him inside right now. Back-to-back fastballs, and that one was able to find the zone.
Next up for the Stros, Yuli Gurriel, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Now a first pitch changeup here. Too far inside, it's 1-0. And 2-0 now as this misses below the knees.
He's gone back-to-back with off-speed stuff to start this AB, and neither has found the zone. He's trying to pitch him backwards, but that only works if you can get them for strikes. Now he'll probably have to challenge him.
On the ground is short. This could be 2. 1 there, but they won't get 2 as he beats the relay to first. Coming to the plate now, Marwin Gonzalez. He's set and the pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Now a cutter, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Gurriel leads off first with 1 away. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. To 2-2 now. Had him fooled as he swings through the curveball. 2 down. Into the box now, Brian McCann. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Here comes the first pitch. This is pulled into right. Santana is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. 1 left for Houston. They trail this one 1-0. Beautiful day here in the Space City as we're all set for the 3rd inning in this one on MLB Network.
For the Brewers, the left fielder, number 23, Christian Yelich.
Here's the first pitch to him. A bouncer up the middle. To his left, Correa. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. So stepping in, Lorenzo Cain. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First offering on its way. Missed with a breaking ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Altuve at second. And there's out number 2.
Now batting, third baseman.
And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a breaking ball stays outside.
Can't imagine he comes back with a 3rd breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
Look into McCann, the 1-1. And that one just missed outside. Line drive, base hit. The throw into second. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Wow, I'm shocked he even pulled the trigger on that pitch. He might have been fooled right there, but he was able to keep his hands back and scramble a good pitch for a base hit.
Stepping in now, Ryan Braun, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Sent on the ground out to second. There is Altuve, and nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted. Striding forward now is the DH, Evan Gattis, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. And he takes ball 1. And that one stayed too low apparently.
This at-bat sets up really good right here, right? Hasn't seen a fastball yet, but now he gets to count at 2 balls and no strikes. He has to be looking for a fastball right here.
Due next is Josh Reddick as he gets ready in the on-deck circle. 3-1 the count now. Breaking ball in for a strike. Pitch popped up Thames waits on it. One away.
Batting ninth, right fielder.
Now to the plate, Josh Reddick.
Reddick.
First delivery to him on the way. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball one. And that's inside and a bit low anyways. It's 2-0. Astros still have yet to tally their first hit in this one. 3-0 now.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order's coming up right behind him.
And this misses for ball four. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
Center fielder, George.
Now at the plate, George Springer. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. First pitch coming. Here it is. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball one. Reddick stands at first with 1 out. Down the first baseline. And there's the first hit of the game for Houston. Oh, and he can't reel it in out there. The tying run comes all the way around from first to score. And he'll pull into second with 1 away. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance. And he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Runner at second here with 1 man out. Takes a knee-high fastball. Hit sharply, but foul down the right side. Chopped weakly to the left. Shaw gloves it, and there are 2 away now. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. 0 for 1 here in the early going. From the stretch, here's the pitch. There's a strike. 2 out here and a runner at second. Soft liner towards short. And that's in there. Base hit. The throw to the plate. But this won't be in time as he's well safe and the run scores. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
And you know, there's just so few places in the strike zone where you can keep this guy from hitting the ball hard. That really is not that.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Standing in, Eric Thames, 1 for 1 after a single his first time up.
Eric Thames.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He's around first, heading for 2. And he will pull into second with a leadoff double.
Man, that's got the sting for the pitcher and his teammates. They just get on the board and are feeling good about themselves, looking for a shutdown inning so they can get some more runs on the board. But instead, this guy blasts a leadoff double. Getting that shutdown inning is going to be a lot tougher now.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swings through the slider there.
His approach to the plate right here has to be to the right side. If he gets it through the infield, that tying run might come around, but at the very least, that would get the runner to third with less than 2 outs.
Behind 0-2 now. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
That has to make you feel really good as a pitcher, right? You're making pitches all around the zone, and then you bring that one inside. You can't do anything with it. What does it do? It just locks you up inside. You have no chance to put the ball in play.
And that's a fair ball as it'll head for the 326 sign in right. He pulls into second safely as a run comes across to score on the play, tying the ball game. Next for Milwaukee, Stephen Vogt. He successfully laid down a sac bunt in his last plate appearance. Bounce it to the left side, And that's through into left, a base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only one away.
That's a nice piece of hitting right there, boys. Through the 5.5-yard win hole. And a nice piece of base running. Guy on second is able to let that ball, see it go through, and then advance up to third.
He's 0 for 1 thus far. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Flipped out the other way towards short. So this is pulled in by the shortstop. In is Christian Yelich. 2 men on, 2 away here in the fourth. Here's the first pitch to him. Hard on the ground towards short. And there's a base hit as that gets through into left. And the go-ahead runs in to score as they break the tie. It's 3-2.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
And the runner's breaking for third towards second. That's in there, base hit.
Hitter finding a way, even though that was a soft liner, finding a way to get hits.
Yeah, he usually hits rockets and catches the barrel, but even his soft liners fall. Dan, he has a knack for keeping his bat in his zone and giving himself a chance much longer than the average ball player.
He's 1 for 2 in this one. 0-2 to Travis Shaw.
A strike away now from getting out of this mess. Sometimes pitching is all about minimizing, right? So keeping it to 2 runs.
Oh, and Verlander loses the handle here. This one's straight to the backstop. Good work there to prevent any advance. It's 1-2. The 1-2. Swung on in the dirt for the third strike. And they get the force at home. Whatever works as the side is retired. So they wind up with 2 in the inning, but it could have been a lot worse. Now the Cuban import Yuli
Leading off
Gurriel.
the fourth inning, first baseman, Gurriel.
First delivery to him on the way. Gurriel swings, and it's hit very well out to left. Into the Crawford boxes and gone. Jacob Barnes answers the call from the pen here in the fourth as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from the starter.
Pitching for Milwaukee, number 50. Jacob Barnes.
Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. 3 runs, 3 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Breaking ball swung on in the dirt. Boats got it. And he makes the throw to first. Gonzalez is retired, and there's 1 away. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Brian McCann hit it hard but lined out in his first at bat. Lined hard to the left side. Foul. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Pulled toward right center field. Kane is under it. 2 gone. Stepping into the box, Evan Gaddis. He popped out in his first trip. First pitch on its way. And the changeup is way low that time. Barnes utilizes a good curveball as a part of his arsenal, but it's not just your run-of-the-mill breaking ball. It's unique in that he's able to throw it with great velocity, a power curve, if you will. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And he misses badly with a fastball here, and it's 3-1 now. 3 runs, 3 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. Here's Ryan Braun now. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Well, he had to be looking for something else to start the at-bat. It's 0-1. Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that is through into right field for a single. So the leadoff man reaches in their half of the 5th.
Hey, they weren't going to keep this guy down for long. That's the ebbs and flows of a baseball season. Bottom line is this guy has bat-to-ball skills. You knew he was going to get hot eventually.
Lined hard to center field. In there, a base hit. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
Danny, how frustrating is this right here? First and third, you got problems all over.
Well, you come right out of the dugout, right? You're starting an inning fresh. You're expecting to have a 1-2-3 inning. You look up, and all of a sudden, first and third, nobody out. It's time to make some good pitches.
Domingo Santana is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. On the move is Reddick. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And the go-ahead runs in to score on the sac fly as this is now a 4-3 ball game. Digging in once again, Orlando Arcia. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Bouncer to the left side. Altuve for 1. Return throw is in time. How about that? So striding in, Josh Reddick. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. Reddick waiting, and now the pitch. Hit hard back up the middle, and this will find its way into center field for a leadoff single.
Hey guys, that's an excellent job right there. That's a back foot slider. Usually those are kryptonite for most batters. He's able to fight it off, keep his hands inside the baseball, and deliver a base hit.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Now a bluff here as he steps off to looking back at first. Reddick on at first, nobody out. A ball and a strike to Houston's leadoff batter.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you've got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
Lays off 2-2 now. Now a bunt attempt here. Throw on to first, so the sacrifice is successful. And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. A changeup floats outside here for ball 1. Had him lunging at that pitch away, and it's 1-1 now.
This is the stuff that infuriates a manager. You have to think the game. You got to know he's trying to pitch around you. You cannot swing at that pitch out of the zone.
Ball 2. And he comes back with 1 down and in for ball 3.
With the meat of the order due up next, you could probably expect to see something you can handle here with the full count as the 2-hole hitter.
Thames is over now, and he's got it for route number 2. Digging in and looking for more, Jose Altuve, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. 1 ball, no strikes to count. A ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
2 balls and a strike to Jose Altuve. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. No advance here, but it's 3-1 now. The 3-1 finds the zone to fill the count. 3-2. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Yelich is under it. He's got it to end the inning as they'll strand the tying run in scoring. They'll down a run. It's 4-3. Digging in now for the Brewers, Stephen Vogt. He singled his last time up.
Stephen Vogt.
First pitch on its way from Verlander. Liner toward right center. And he will reach down to put this one away. Good job of hanging with it there for the first out. At the plate, Jonathan Villar. First delivery to him on the way. This is flared right back over the mound. Throw will be well late as he reaches it first.
You know, D-Roll, there's a school of thought that says, hey, never dive into first base, but that dive just bought himself a base hit.
Yeah, I didn't go to that school, Dan. I was known for diving into first base. I'll tell you what, they'll say all the right things like, oh, the ball beats you there, you get there faster if you run instead of dive. When you smell a knock, it's tough not to just want to dive at that bag like a chocolate fountain.
But he's safe at first as he gets back in time. Now the 1-1 pitch is laid off for ball 2.
He's certainly giving up plenty of hits in this one, but the funny thing is he hasn't walked anyone yet. That tells me he's throwing strikes, but he's just not throwing enough quality strikes.
Lorenzo Cain is on deck. Runners on the move for second. Hard ground ball to third. And that's in for a base hit. He's 2 for 4 now.
Wow, that's surprising right there. Hit and run tactic used to perfection. Balls hit to the outfield. The batter does his job. I don't know how that runner's standing on second still. You tip your hat to the outfield to get it in super quick, but he's got to take the chance to get the third.
In now is Lorenzo Cain as Verlander jumps ahead of him here with strike 1. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
Hey, you got a runner in scoring position. It only takes one. I know he was out in front on that off-speed pitch right there, but this pitcher cannot get cute and leave something over the heart of the plate.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Villar over at second. Yelich at first, 1 gone. Now this is slowly hit to short, probably too slowly to get 2. And indeed, he'll not even try as he goes to first, and that means 2 men are in scoring position now with 2 away. And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip. Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike. 4-3 our score here as we play inning number 6. That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
Looked like he just tried to do too much with that fastball right there. He overthrew it a little bit. That's pretty much the case when you airmail a fastball like that.
And the throw to first will indeed get him. It's a strikeout, score at 2. Brewers strand a couple, but they hold on to a 4-3 lead. Here's Carlos Correa now. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings, but guys have to earn that trust from their managers.
High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Yelich is on the warning track as he hauls it in for a loud out number 1. Digging in, Yuli Gurriel. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. First offering on its way. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Calling for it, Santana. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Little chopper back to the mound. Throw in time and the side is retired. We'll see the powerful Ryan Braun start things out after the break. We're through 6 full. Here's Ryan Braun now. So far, 2 for 3 in this one.
Designated hitter, Ryan Braun.
And he'll step off and try again. Brad Peacock is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 41, Brad Peacock.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Grounded up the first baseline. Gurriel scoops it up, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
First baseman number 7.
Ready for another shot now. Eric Thames. He's got 3 hits, including a double to this point. High in the air out to center field. On the move is Springer. 2 gone.
Now batting.
Stepping up now, Domingo Santana. 1 for 2 in the ballgame thus far. Liner toward right center. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. And a good job to get to it quickly and get it back in. That'll hold him to a 2-out single. Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
Hey, that's case in point right there. He thought that was going to hollow out his rib and ended up being a strike.
There he goes. And no throw, in fact, as he'll just hang on to it. And the throw is in. Here's the catcher, Brian McCann. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
That's a great job of keeping your hands back. You could tell he was totally fooled. His hip started leaking a little bit, but he was able to stay strong enough with his hands not to overcommit.
1 and 2 now. High fly ball out to straightaway center. After it is Kane. But he won't get to it, and this should put him in scoring position to start the inning. And he'll get in at second base as the tying runs aboard with a leadoff double. Evan Gattis now standing in. Now the reliever remains in the game here, having pitched very well, but this is a longer outing than what he's used to.
It is, Matt, and I really tip my cap to him for gutting this thing out right now. On the other side, I worry they're being a little bit too greedy by leaving him out there. There are options left in the pen, and it would be...
Now the 2-0 home. Laid off, but in there for strike one.
Love the pitch call there. 2-0. You know the guy's geared up for a fastball, and you drop a changeup in the zone. That's going to be a tough pitch to handle.
3-1 to him now. Hit hard towards second, but an atom ball right to him for the first out. Stepping in is Josh Reddick. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. 1-1. McCann, the runner at second with one away. And this one's in the dirt. Good job there as the count goes to 1-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. Popped up. Arcia is there for it, and he makes the catch for the second out. So the Houston lineup turns over, and to the plate, George Springer is working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Ball one to start the at-bat. Ball and a strike. 1-1 pitch is a curveball that misses. Ball two.
Looked like he was trying to work in a front door curveball there, but it seemed like it popped out of his hand a little early, causing it to miss inside.
We're in the 7th inning now of a 4-3 ball game. Now the 2-1 pitch. Hit out towards second. VR is there, and that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Into the box now, Stephen Vogt. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. First offering on its way. Bouncer to the left side. And the throw on to first will take care of him. So he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. One away. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. The bouncer to the left side. On to first, and he's breezing through the 8th here with 2 quick outs.
Up next for Milwaukee.
In is Christian Yelich. Couple of singles for him and 4 trips for him this afternoon. Line drive to center field. So he'll add 1 to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one. And Lorenzo Cain on deck loves to see that. It means he'll hit here as well. In now is Lorenzo Cain, who comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Yelich leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And he may have thought something was on here as he stepped off to look back to first. And now he'll step off quickly and look the runner back. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Snap throw from the catcher. And he saw it coming that time, back in standing. Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
If I'm the guy in the batter's box right here, I have to take a step out, adjust my batting gloves, take the full side out of it, because that was 3 fastballs in a row.
And the throw to first will indeed get him. It's a strikeout, score at 2-3, and the inning is over. Standing in, Alex Bregman. He flew out in his last at-bat. And that misses ball 1.
Listen, I'm not trying to make up an excuse, but this is this guy's 5th inning of work in this game out of the bullpen. Are you kidding me? Nobody goes 5 innings anymore.
Josh Hader is on the pitch here in the 8th with nobody out. Lifted in the air out to left field. Yelich is under it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. First pitch of the at-bat. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1. And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0. That one's in there on the black, 2-1.
That's a nasty pitch right there. You got to tip your hat as the hitter. You get a nasty slider like that, there's nothing you can do. Actually, a quality take.
Swing and a miss, strike 2. 4-3 our score here as we play the 8th. And the slider gets him swinging, 2 gone. Here's Carlos Correa now. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here's the first pitch to him. Slider's in for a strike. This is line to left. That gets down, and the inning continues. So a crucial moment here, presenting the possible go-ahead run. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1.
As a hitter right here, you have to tell yourself, I can't get too big. Don't let the moment get away from me. A nice bullet in the gap gets the job done in this situation.
2 out with the man at first. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Bouncer to the left side. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Striding in, Travis Shaw. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1.
You never want to take the aggression away from a ball player, but in this situation, I'd like to see the leadoff guy try and work the count a little bit more, especially when this pitcher's missing like he is.
And that one just missed outside.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
With a swinging bunt up the line, but it gets foul. The 1-2. A bouncer to the left side. And the throw on to first will take care of him. So he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. 1 away. And, looked inside, but that's ruled as strike, 0-1.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
Grounded back up the middle, and that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit. At the plate, Eric Thames. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. A swing, and this one is blasted to right field. Nothing's gonna stop it. And out of here, and I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. Standing in now, Domingo Santana. Hit weakly back to the mound.
Well, any insurance run you could put on the board this late in the game feels like 2 runs. That's how important they are. They're up 3 now and only need 3 more outs to end this one. See if they can close the deal.
Hit hard towards center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Even though that pitcher was able to execute in off the plate, batter was able to keep his hands inside that baseball and drive it up the middle.
Into the box, Stephen Vogt. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Hard hit ball to second. Altuve fields it cleanly. He'll go to Correa for the force, and that ends the inning. Stepping up to the plate, Marwin Gonzalez. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame.
Marwin Gonzalez.
First pitch of the at-bat. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. At the plate, Brian McCann. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a liner. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Evan Gattis. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. Hit on the ground to third. Throw on to first, and the ball game is over.
Well, in hindsight, it was the right choice to let the setup guy stay in the game and finish this thing. I wasn't so sure before, but the results sure speak for themselves.
6-3 the final score today. The Milwaukee Brewers used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Jacob Barnes earns the victory on the mound. So that's a wrap for us here this afternoon. For Mark, Dan, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 13 minutes. A reminder that post-game Metro Light Rail trains can be picked up at Main Street Square, just 6 blocks from Minute Maid Park between Walker and